Hello, so I'm going to be doing this video about how Rainbow Halo works. A few people had questions about it and apparently really didn't understand how the ability worked, right? So Rainbow Halo is this ability Aurora has that it gives her magic absorption with her shield, right? So when it's maxed out, it has 85% absorption, right? And has this little bar, and as it fills up, right, it actually explodes after taking a percentage of damage, right? And the amount of damage a Rainbow Halo can absorb before exploding is equal to Aurora's health divided by 10. So, right, so her maxed out health, right, when she's fully maxed is 813,094 health. So Rainbow Halo will absorb 10% of that, which is 81,309 damage before exploding. So what happens is, right, we'll show, so I'm going to do this to kind of demonstrate. So we will use Celeste, because Celeste's basic attack does magic damage, right, and she hits pretty hard. This makes it really good for demonstrating how Rainbow Halo works, right. So first thing I want you to notice is this bar right above Aurora's head. That is the Rainbow Halo, right, and this is the bar that fills up, right. Every time Aurora takes damage, this bar will fill up. And now when it fills up, right, and when she takes more damage than it can fill up, it will explode, damaging the nearby enemies, and reset. Right, so Aurora takes a hit, takes 14,000. Second hit does 94,000, right, because Aurora, she takes full damage on the overflow damage, right, because after that point she's not mitigating for that hit, but then it resets, and she mitigates the next hit, and then it explodes. Right, and every time it explodes, Celeste takes, we'll just take it, and Celeste takes 16,981 damage. Right, and right, notice how Aurora's bar just immediately exploded because Celeste had those magic buffs up. Right, that sometimes happens when she takes more damage than the Rainbow Halo can absorb. Right, so now Celeste has 2 magic buffs up, right, and this should happen because Aurora doesn't have Rainbow Halo bar, and she takes, right, just 58,000 because it exploded immediately. Even though she had the 2 magic buffs up, she probably did less damage overall, and that's, right, how it works. Like, right, Rainbow Halo absorbs damage up to a specific point, and then after that, right, when it explodes, Aurora does not mitigate the overflow damage, right? And if you have, say, right, someone was saying like they weren't seeing the bar fill up, and that's probably because Aurora has low health, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, and I will demonstrate. Right, so let's reset her sparks. This will lower her health just a bit. Right, I don't think it'll display in stats immediately, but instead of 813,000 health, she'll have about 784,000 health if I'm doing my math in my head correctly. Right, so now, when Celeste attacks Aurora, right, so because Aurora's health's lower, it blows up immediately, but Aurora's only taking 16,400 damage. Remember before, when she still had the sparks, she was taking 14,000 the first hit, but 94,000 the second hit. But now she's taking 16,000. So technically, right, even though because her health is lower, she's actually mitigating a bit better with the Rainbow Halo. Right, this is another reason why I'm saying when you're doing your glyphs, having the penetration to magic attack matters more than the health early on, because Aurora's ability to gain energy gets impacted by the higher health, but also, right, having a lower Rainbow Halo threshold in the lower levels is not necessarily a bad thing, right? She will take more overflow hits if, right, Celeste is in a group, but it's, right, like, you know, but if Celeste is the only magic attacker on the other team, right, this could be a good thing, right, rather than Celeste getting you with the hard hits after, you know, every other hit, or hard hits because they have multiple magic attackers on the other team, right, who will fill up the bar before Celeste hits, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing, though again, this can be dangerous if they have a lot of magic attackers because overflow hits do add up, right? So it is something to be aware of. But that's just how Rainbow Halo works. It's not a whole lot more to it. It's just a really good ability. It does allow Aurora to have the best overall magic mitigation in the game, and it does a lot of damage. It is a PBO AoE, so right when it does explode, it does the damage to all nearby enemies. Right? But it doesn't do anything against teams that don't have magical attackers, so that is the only downside. But she has dodge to use against the physical attackers. Anyway, I do hope you found this video informative. Thank you for watching.